Chiang Mai is the last stop of our trip here in northern Thailand. We're here for 3 nights, which will show you all our activities and some tips which we learned from our experiences here. As this is the most relaxing and chill city in Thailand, we're just going to lay back and enjoy the vibe of what this city has to offer. Being a first timer here, it's only natural to consider staying within the old city. After all, it's the central of Chiang Mai, a 1.5 km square of space surrounded by the city walls built centuries ago. Today, the walls are no longer fully formed. It is very convenient within the old city. Lots of cafes and restaurants. And this is by far a place with the most temples I came across in Thailand. And there are also a lot of accommodation options here, ranging from the more economical to the better ones. We stay at this boutique hotel. We actually quite like the overall vibe of this place, very nice ambience. Room we had is not very big but enough for the 4 of us.
Hey guys, watch our channel.
什么？没有啊，他。I think for the price we pay, it's really quite decent. Breakfast included, and there's a fair selection between Thai and Western breakfast. And the food is nice. So, is it necessary to stay in the old city? I would say no, especially in our case because we're driving a car. Finding a parking lot is quite difficult most of the time. In fact, our hotel do not have their own parking space. The designated parking for the hotel guests is a public car park behind a temple just a few blocks away. And if you happen to stay over a Sunday and driving a car like me, please do not stay within the old city, as one of the main road along with a few adjacent roads will be closed for the weekly Sunday night market. This is definitely not a traffic situation you will want to get yourself into. To me, the old city is somewhat like Phuket, but not as rowdy and much cooler, and maybe about 80% less crowded. I mean, it is still touristy in some way, but less intense. And one of the most touristy thing to do is to take picture at the east side city gate. Everyone come here to take pictures and videos of one of the remaining city walls. And don't be concerned if you are being approached by any local to help you take pictures. It is not a scam, just some hardworking local entrepreneurship. It will cost you 100 baht, and here are some of the end result. One of the few reasons why I think it is not necessary to stay within the old city, though it's very convenient with a lot of nice cafes and restaurants, but we hardly stay inside the old city itself. We visited this market on the first night. It's about 15 minutes walk outside of the south gate of the old city. Generally, it's a trendy night market just beside the stream.
找一个中间的。走了。啊，那小男。
รักเธอเช่นใจรักและขอแท้จริงเป็นอย่างไรเพราะเธอใช่หรือไม่ต่อจากภัยที่ฉันเป็นจากวันนั้นหัวใจรู้สึกเองชัดเจนในทุกสิ่งเกิดขึ้นจริงไม่ใช่ฝัน
We spent some time at Jinja Weekend Market the next morning. Parking can be quite challenging here during weekends. This is actually quite a big space with different sections. I was told that only locals visit this market. Well, this may be true some years back, but this place is full of international tourists when we were here. The merchandise here is better in quality and higher in price as compared to the other conventional street side markets in Thailand. I think mainly local designers, brand and handicraft.
Hey, 你看一下，花花水。organic 的。
If you happen to be in Chiang Mai over the weekend, definitely drop by this morning market. In a way, it's a good representation of Chiang Mai present culture, a very relaxing and laid-back city. I realized that Chiang Mai has a very strong cafe and restaurant culture. They come in all shapes and sizes and they are everywhere. Like this open-air Japanese restaurant, literally along the roadside under a tree. Or this cat cafe that we visited is basically operating in a home compound of an owner. And this place is literally in the middle of a local neighborhood, with nothing else except local residential houses.
我还了，在等你选 drinks。
你说外面 rabbit 是他的是吧
Yeah， 我懂。
Drinks. Thank you. 我不要水果。
And if you are thinking of including any shopping mall as part of your itinerary here, I visited a few of them and personally I think you can forget about it because this is really not a place for shopping. On the other hand, we really like Nimman area. Some may say it's a more trendy part of Chiang Mai. Somehow this place is really chill and we absolutely enjoy it.
Bugis 它很像 Bugis 的 building 嘛。 它不是海关，它是风扇在吹的。
晚上它的气氛啊。
Think so？这边是不是更多东西买？
But you're right to say 这里的气氛很好。
这里200块。把这个你看啊，这个啊。哦，啊嚓啊嚓。
There are also a good variety of restaurants here and food court too.
Can you don't hit my hand?
White Market is basically a series of street side stalls along the alleyway beside Wan Liman. What we enjoy the most is the food carnival at the front yard of Wan Liman. There are a variety of street food here, though not as cheap as the other night market, but it's the totality. This place is just so chill and we absolutely enjoy the vibe here.
来，你帮我放辣椒放旁边哦。
那可以可以啊。
Cheers.
On our last day, we visited a cafe called Cham Cha, a beautiful restaurant built among the trees just around 30 minutes drive away from the city. And this is definitely a treat for the kids, as there are a huge play area for them.
你看 The Tree House Playground.
We were seated on the second floor with a good view of the play area. A good sitting arrangement to chill and at the same time oversee our kids.
Later, can we go to the playground?
Yeah. You can go now.
The restaurant is quite big with 2 upper deck. There are also indoor seating, a nice variety of seating arrangement. Though it is a kids-friendly themed restaurant, but this is really quite a nice place and I think anyone will enjoy the atmosphere here. I will definitely recommend this place whether you are parents or not. And there are a good selection of both Western and Thai food. And in my opinion, the food is great here.
Yeah.
Our last night here fall nicely on a Sunday, which given us a chance to visit the weekly Sunday night market in the old city.
看有没有 T-shirt？
Frankly, to me, it is just another night market on the street, but this one is rather big scale, occupying the whole main street within the old town